Cryptocurrency is a hot, new, and unknown topic lately. I'm joined with Alex, and we're going to answer all of his questions about that subject. This is Into Investments with Humphrey Yang. Today we're having a conversation all about cryptocurrency. Alex, tell me a little bit about yourself and how'd you get into crypto?
I've been investing for a while, actually, in more traditional, funds, Roth IRAs, 401(k)(3)Bs, things like that. But when the pandemic hit, I was kind of like, I feel like there's something going on that I'm gonna miss if I don't jump in on this. I don't have fear around investing necessarily, because all the money I'm investing is money that I know I can lose. I'm maxing out, my retirement. I have a 30-year mortgage that we're paying down in 15 years.
Okay.
We live pretty frugally, you know
Right.
what I mean? I like to say that my dad could make a penny scream, and he's very proud of that, so I kind of learned that from him.
Yeah.
While I don't have fear, anxiety necessarily, I definitely have FOMO,
Got it, yeah.
Fear of missing out, because I want to catch the next trend, you know what I mean?
If you could sum up in your own words, what is the most confusing part about cryptocurrency, or a burning question you might have as of right now that I can help you with?
The thing that I'm still tripped out about is I still haven't cashed out.
Oh, okay.
Ever. And part of that is because I don't understand how the taxes work. And I'm scared that I'm going to do something wrong. And if I do something wrong, then I'm going to lose more money. And if I get taxed 15%, then should I just let it drop 15%?
Cryptocurrency right now, by the IRS standards, is treated just like a stock. So like capital gains applies to it. So if you do hold it for longer than a year, you are taxed either 0%, 15%, or 20%, depending on your tax bracket and your income bracket. So let's say you made $60K a year, your tax bracket will probably mean that you pay 15% on long-term gains. Now, on short-term gains, it's taxed just as ordinary income as well. Now, ordinary income is quite considerably higher. So if you make a lot of transactions and you buy and you sell and you buy and you sell within the year, you technically are taxed every time you make those transactions if you're earning a realized profit. And that's also at your ordinary income rate, so 35%. It's considerably higher than long-term rates.
Got it. So let's say I invested, just hypothetically, $5,000, held on to that for a year, but I've been investing every month since then, right? So I have very current investments.
Yeah.
But let's say I only cash out $4,000. Am I in the tax bracket of that last year, or what am I? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm continually investing.
That gets a little more complicated, and I would actually suggest if you have a brokerage account with your cryptocurrency transactions, TurboTax has a cryptocurrency tax calculator where you can calculate all your taxes for free. And then if you are filing your taxes with them, you can just seamlessly auto import all those transactions up to 4,000 crypto transactions, and it just automatically calculates it for you.
I get nervous about doing it myself personally, because I don't want to screw it up, especially because it's so new. And
if you aren't feeling super confident, you can just talk to a TurboTax expert on their website. It's called TurboTax Live, and you can literally reach them from anywhere. Those experts will probably know more about cryptocurrency tax than even I do. So,
all right. So my next question is, when do you sell?
It depends on how convicted you are on those certain cryptocurrencies. So personally, I don't think Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to go away. So if I was investing in crypto, I would take some of my money, maybe 5% of my total portfolio, invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and say, hey, that's my cryptocurrency play for my portfolio. Now, with that being said, it can still go down 80%, but at least you're exposed to that cryptocurrency sector without being too overexposed for your total portfolio. Now, when should you actually sell? That depends on your time horizon too. So I don't know how long you're investing for, but if you have a shorter term time horizon, then you could maybe come up with an exit strategy. But if you're investing for the long term, maybe it's advisable to buy and hold forever.
In your mind, do you have a percentage or something that you like to think about taking out when it really reaches a high kind of thing?
Yeah, so if I was a short-term trader, or maybe a medium-term trader, so maybe just a few-year time horizon, I might say to myself, before investing in that position, I might come up with a plan. So let's say I'm investing in Bitcoin at $50,000. I can tell myself before the trade, hey, if Bitcoin hits 52,000 or appreciates about 5% in value, I'm going to sell 10% of it. So I could have price targets, right? So at 52,000, I'll take some money off the table. At 54,000, I'll take some money off the table. At 56,000, 58,000, 60,000. You can set those intervals however you'd like, but that is one way to take profits, is to basically say, if the underlying asset appreciates 10%, I'm going to take some money off the table just to make sure I lock in those gains. So that's one way to do it. If you have an exit strategy or at least a plan before you invest, it's better than having no plan. You don't want to be stuck there wondering what to do at certain price levels. Actually kind of curious, Alex, like what percentage of your portfolio right now is in cryptocurrency?
It's probably around 6 to 7%. I invested about $800 or so on September of 2020. And then, little by little, I'm investing. And then 2021, it just
it took off,
it
right?
shot up, 68,000 a coin out of nowhere. And it kind of felt like the modern day gold rush or something.
I think we get that analogy because there are a lot of people that bought into cryptocurrency really early on, and these assets have, gone up 10,000%, 40,000%, 50,000%. So you have a lot of tales of instant multimillionaires from cryptocurrency. There might be some survivorship bias there as well, right? The ones that do make it are going to be really loud. They're going to tweet about it. They're going to tell all their friends, hey, I made $10 million on this cryptocurrency. For every friend that I have that's made a lot, I have some friends that have lost. So in a way, it's a modern day gold rush only because of the asymmetric upside that you might be able to capture. And asymmetric just means like sometimes, you invest $1,000 into a cryptocurrency, it could go down to 200, but it could also go up to $10,000, right? So I definitely do view it as a risky asset. And I don't think that you're wrong in investing in cryptocurrency, but I would definitely suggest maybe viewing it in a different light.
I'm open to that for sure.
I hope that this conversation gave you a really good solid foundation on cryptocurrency investing.
Man, that was great.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Great to meet
brother.
you, man. Thank you. I partnered with Intuit TurboTax to answer your questions about investments so that you can fuel your financial potential. We'll be talking about crypto, NFTs, stocks, capital gains, and a whole lot more. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also comment any questions that you might have.